probably just going to stop saying that now because I can't stick to a schedule with these videos at all. My work life this year is just phenomenal, just like crazy. I've never worked so many hours in my life, so yeah, finding time to do stuff like this has been a bit tough. But shout out to Footy Facts ASMR as well for stealing my idea and doing this video before I had a chance to. He stole it from my brain because I'd intended to do it before he did it, so now I'm only messing. Go and check out his video to compare notes. I've not actually watched his video yet. I'm going to do this one and then I'm going to watch his later on today to see how we did in terms of if we kind of got the same predictions. But yes, so without further ado then, let's dive straight into these Champions League last 16 predictions. Salzburg versus Bayern Munich. It's got to be Bayern, hasn't it? Surely. Surely. Now, it's an interesting one, Bayern. Bayern are an interesting one this season in the sense that I think they play some great football under Nagelsmann, and he seems to have got across his ideas really, really well. Particularly with the likes of like Sane and Muller and Gnabry and kind of the half spaces and stuff like that. He's got his ideas across really well. I think he's a fantastic coach. They do seem susceptible every 7, 8, 9 games though to just get beat by a team that should not be beating them, and that will be a concern for them. Why is that happening? It's a strange one for sure in the Bundesliga, but still over 2 legs, surely not. There's no way Salzburg can beat Bayern, surely. But well done to Salzburg for getting this far, and you know they've churned out some amazing talent in the last few years, and obviously part of the Red Bull model that's done so well. But Bayern all day for me. Sporting Lisbon versus Man City. So Sporting are currently second in the Portuguese Primeira Liga, 6 points off Porto at the top. This would be a huge upset if Sporting managed to beat City. The form that City are in, just imperious. You know, I think they look even better than last year. That's the scary thing. I think they look pretty frightening. It doesn't matter who comes in rotation-wise, whether you're playing Mahrez, whether you're playing Bernardo Silva, whether it's Sterling, Foden. Grealish hasn't probably hit the heights that you would want from him. He's not been bad for City at all. De Bruyne looks like he's coming back into form. You know, they're looking so strong, City. I would have to say probably my favourite to win it this year. And yeah, I've got to go City here. Benfica versus Ajax. Now, this is a really interesting tie. I think there's probably 3 ties where I think it's pretty close. And for me, this is one of them. This would certainly be one of them. I think both teams are in really good form. Benfica are third in the Primeira Liga, but you know that they've done really well. It's just that Porto are undefeated at the top of the league, so they're still doing really well. Ajax are in great form as well at the top of the Eredivisie. It is a hard tie to predict this, however, I just think based upon the development Ajax have had in the last couple of years under Ten Hag, and particularly Sebastian Haller's unbelievable form in the Champions League, I've got to go for Ajax. On that one. Next, Chelsea versus Lille, and last year's Surprise League winners. Lille, they did ever so well last year, but they're currently floundering in 10th. Now, kind of after losing some of their key players and, crucially, their manager, doing nowhere near as well this season. Chelsea, surprising for me to honest, I expected them to struggle more than they have this season. They've surprised me. It's tight, this, for me. It's tight, but Liverpool are still a force to be reckoned with in Europe, and they've got experience at the top of winning Champions Leagues in this squad. So over 2 legs, I just about expect them to do the business, and I'm going to go for Liverpool. Atletico versus Man United. Now, Atletico, they're currently 5th in La Liga, in a similar position to Man United. However, but both them and Barca, who are in 4th, they're 4 points behind Real Betis, who are in 3rd, but they do have a game in hand, both of them. I expect Atletico will finish in the top 4. Simeone's got that experience, and I expect they will still finish in the top 4. And I expect Betis to start to drop points. I also expect them to beat Man United in this time, for sure. And I say that as a Man United fan. Simeone, since winning the league last year, he's experimented in the last few months with trying to play a bit more expansive, a bit more attacking. And guess what? It's not worked out for him, obviously, with them being 5th. I expect for this tie, he will definitely go back to what he knows, and they will grind out a result against Man United. And Man United do not do well trying to break down teams, and I expect them to lose this. So I'm going to go for Atletico. Next we've got Villarreal versus Juventus. Now, Villarreal aren't quite where they'd like to be in the league this year, down in 7th, coming off the back of winning the Europa League. After a tough return for Allegri at Juventus, they're now undefeated since November, and they're looking strong, to be honest. Two really good managers here going head to head in this one, but I fancy the old lady to prove that they're making a comeback. I really can see that. I think next year I can see Juventus under Allegri with a couple of signings, kind of getting back to where they were at. PSG versus Real. This is a slobber knocker. Obviously, it's the pick of the round, and this one is a complete 50-50 for me. It's a tough one, this. Ancelotti's greater experience in the Champions League compared to Pochettino's. Will this be a factor? Could certainly prove to be a factor, as could the evergreen form of Benzema. PSG, though, they've got weapons of their own in Messi and Mbappe and Di Maria. I've just got a suspicion that PSG are going to crash out here, and that's going to pave the way for Poch to Man United and Mbappe to Real in summer. So those are my predictions, guys.